Welcome back to my channel Chemistry Made Simple for NEET. I am Dr.Lekshmy Subramaniam with a PhD in Chemistry. I hope you have watched all my previous sessions and made a thorough revision of all the important topics and MCQs. Please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. In today's session we are going to do MCQs based on environmental chemistry. So without wasting time, this is our first question. What is an easily identified source of pollution called as? A. Specific source, B. Point source, C. Non-point source and D. Polluting source. So answer is B. Point source. What is a point source? So an easily identified source or place of pollution, it's a point source like from municipal and industrial discharge pipes where pollutants enter water source is known as point source, and that we have revised in our previous session. Next question, pick out the source of organic waste pollutant from the following. A. Industries. B. Erosion of soil by agriculture and strip mining. C. Water used for cooling in factories. D. Discharge from food processing factories. So the answer is D. Discharge from food processing factories are the sources of organic waste pollutants. That is, organic waste also known as biodegradable waste. These are natural wastes of plants and animals. So the source of organic waste include domestic sewage, animal excreta, waste, decaying animals and plants, and discharge from food processing factories, which can ultimately lead to harm when they are used up, when they use up the oxygen in the water body which they are dumped into. Next question is, you have to identify the bacteria which is not found in human excreta that causes gastrointestinal diseases. A. Staphylococcus aureus, B. Escherichia coli, C. Streptococcus faecalis and D. Shigella. So the option is A. Staphylococcus aureus. This is Staphylococcus aureus. It's not found in human excreta. It's a round shaped bacterium which is a member of Firmicutes, and it's also found mainly on the upper respiratory tract or on skin. Also, but they spread through the bloodstream and infect distant organs. Next question, plants always takes in carbon dioxide and release oxygen. True or false? Answer is false. Why plants do not always take in carbon dioxide or release oxygen? During the day, in the process of photosynthesis, plants take in carbon dioxide and release oxygen into the atmosphere. But during night, when there is no photosynthesis and due to absence of sunlight, plants take in oxygen for breathing and give out carbon dioxide. Just remember that. Next question, what is the amount of oxygen required by bacteria to break down organic matter present in certain volume of sample of water is called? A. Is it bacterial oxidation? B. Bacterial decomposition. C. Biochemical oxygen demand and D. Biological oxygen demand. So which is the amount of oxygen required by bacteria to break down organic matter present in volume of sample of water is called? Answer is C. Biochemical oxygen demand. So the bacteria needs to break down organic matter in presence of certain volume of a water sample. So the amount of oxygen required is called biochemical oxygen demand or BOD. So amount of BOD in water is measurable of the amount of organic material in water. Regarding how much oxygen is required to break it down biologically. Clean water has BOD value which is less than 5 ppm, and highly polluted water has BOD which is 17 ppm or more. Then what does the addition of phosphate fertilizer into water lead to? A. Increased algae growth, B. Decreased algae growth, C. Increased growth of decomposers and D. Nutrient enrichment. Answer is D. Nutrient enrichment. So what happens when phosphate fertilizers are added into water bodies? It leads to nutrient enrichment. This is also known as eutrophication. When excess nutrients are found, this will result to the growth of algae in the water body. This algae will consume oxygen which is present in water, and there will be no sufficient oxygen left for the use of aquatic organisms which inhabits the water body. So death of these aquatic organisms will take place. Next, what is the full form of PCB in the context of chemistry? Is it printed circuit boards? B. Polychlorinated biphenyls. C. Polychemical biphenyls. D. Primary chemical bacteria. The answer is B. Polychlorinated biphenyls, which is used as cleansing solvents. They are also suspected to be carcinogenic or cancer leading substances. Bacteria which is responsible for degrading biodegradable detergent feed on these and it will grow quickly. So while growing they use up all the oxygen dissolved in water. So next question, water should be treated for fluoride ion concentration for drinking purpose. Is it true or false? Answer is true. For drinking purpose, water is tested for fluoride ion concentration. Its deficiency can result in harmful disease like tooth decay, but if present in higher concentration, it will even cause brown mottling of teeth and leads to harmful effects in bones. And the maximum limit of which of the following in drinking water should be 50 ppb? A lead, B sulfate, C nitrate and D fluoride, and A is the answer, which is lead. So a maximum prescribed upper limit concentration of lead in drinking water is 50 ppb. So contaminated water with lead from lead pipes and all, it gets contaminated during transportation of drinking water. Now, excess of which ion in drinking water leads to blue baby syndrome? Is it aluminum ion, copper ion, sulfate ion or nitrate ion? D, nitrate ion is the answer. So what is blue baby syndrome? It is methemoglobinemia. It is a disease which is caused when baby accidentally consumes drinking water rich in nitrates. It is caused when maximum limit of nitrate in water is, that is 50 ppm is crossed. So when the baby drinks this, the nitrates will get converted to nitrites and this will go and attach with the hemoglobin present in the blood, forming methemoglobin. It does not have the ability to carry oxygen. And before World War II, which chemical was used for pest control? A, DDT, B, nicotine, C, boric acid and D, delta methrin. Answer is B, nicotine. Because before World War II, many naturally occurring chemicals like nicotine were used to pest control substance for major crops in agricultural practices and all that. So for this, achieving this, planting tobacco plants in crop fields were used. Which of the following chemicals has been banned in India? A, asphalt, B, DEET, C, metaldehyde, D, DDT. Answer is DDT. As I said before, during Second World War, DDT was found to be of great use in control of malaria and other insect-borne diseases. So after the World War, DDT was used to control in agriculture damages caused by insects, rodents, weeds, crop diseases and all that. But because of the adverse effects, it is not used in India now. Next question is, identify the substance which is not an organic toxin. Aldrin, then dieldrin, hydrogen sulfide and toxaphene. Answer is C, hydrogen sulfide. It is not an organic toxin, it is an inorganic toxin. It exists in the gas phase, like if finely divided or if it has a high pressure. Then hydrogen sulfide, in other case, it is far less toxic when oxidized. Aldrin, dieldrin, toxaphene, etc. are all organic solvents. Next question is that in the recent days, where has the pesticide industry shifted to? A, stronger pesticides, B, herbicides, C, insecticides and D, organochlorides. The answer is B, herbicides. So pesticide industry has already been shifting its attention to herbicides. And next question, pick out the correct characteristic of organic toxins. A, insoluble, non-biodegradable, B, soluble, non-biodegradable, C, insoluble, biodegradable and D, solid, soluble and biodegradable. Answer is A, insoluble, non-biodegradable and insoluble. These organic toxins, it is derived from living organisms. These are poisonous and most of them are insoluble in water and non-biodegradable. And these highly persistent toxins, it is transferred from lower to higher trophic level through food chain. So with that we come to this session's end, and I will be uploading another session of MCQ. So all of you without fail go through all these questions and be thorough with the concept as well as the lesson. So with that I will be winding up this session, and please like my video and share with your friends and subscribe to it. And until we meet again with our next session, thanks for watching my video.